Now there are 2 more weekends left for people to check out Santa's Sleigh in North Tonawanda. They will examine all aspects of childcare, subsidies, tax credits, you name it. Tobacco products cost the U.S. $300 billion each year in healthcare expenses. Having events like skating at Rainbow Rink, meeting Santa Claus, and a gingerbread contest bring people downtown. This spot right here may look like this, a butterfly paradise. Why not have these flowers extend into the building wall? And the idea for the mural was born. The hottest new attraction in Buffalo is actually freezing. Even make vegan chicken wings. Historic places like the Colored Musicians Club Museum for letter M. To not really a place, but more of a feeling. One Buffalo. She calls it the rule of thumb. If your thumb can cover the ingredients, you're great. But if the ingredients go past your thumb, you may want to stay away from that processed food. Here at the Jamestown Rage Room, you can let out your rage by smashing bottles. Yes, a rage room where people can take a baseball bat or sledgehammer to plates, cups, bottles, or even TVs. It's supposed to live past birth, but Joey Kazmierzak of West Seneca will celebrate his 20th birthday on January 25th.
He wins every battle he fights.
Joey was born with a chromosomal disorder that limits his abilities to do everyday activities by himself. His nickname is Superman. On the outside, he looks healthy, but on the inside, he suffers from heart issues and has had countless surgeries.
He's just happy and he's living life to the fullest.
Daryl Miller has been Joey's home nurse for his entire life. She feeds him and looks after him at night. And Joey is able to stay home because of his home nurses. Many others are not as lucky.
There are patients sitting in hospitals right now that are costing New York State thousands of dollars a day. And the only reason they're still there is there's no home nurses.
A major reason for the home nursing shortage are low wages. Home nurses are paid through Medicaid.
Well, it's a reimbursement rate. And as far as Medicaid is concerned, we're a service provider just the same as a pharmacy that brings you something.
And Daryl has not seen an increase in her pay in 20 years.
So I have a section where we do his medications.
It has been increasingly difficult to hire and keep nurses.
Michael Rada, president of AURORA Home Care, says his company's home care nurses make about $22 per hour, and that's without any benefits.
It is to the point where it's critical or more critical.
As for why pay hasn't increased, Rada blames 2 things: a lack of lobbying on behalf of home nurses and the state budget restraints.
Obviously, it's got to come from somewhere. We just can't raise rates.
Daryl has stayed in the business. She says it's because there is nothing more rewarding than seeing a smile like this.
I was here at Joey's beginning, and I'm going to be here as long as physically I can be here.
Rebecca Thornburg, 7 Eyewitness News. Trombones, violins, flutes, a tuba, and many more instruments harmonize together to create the 70-person Amherst Symphony Orchestra.
What an incredible sound an orchestra can make, and the different colors that each family of the orchestra produces. It's very exciting to watch a symphony orchestra because of the motion that takes place, and you can actually see the music happening.
The Amherst Symphony Orchestra is celebrating its 73rd year performing for Western New York. Joan Fishburne has been a member for 59 years and has made a commitment to her love of music.
Boy, so the other thing that I appreciate is that after we practice as a group, then we share it with the community. So that's another way that we're giving. So we give to each other, we give to ourselves because we're playing, and then we give to the community with concerts.
For cellist Allison Collins, an orchestra is important for a town because this kind of music speaks to people's emotions.
This is the music that has stood the test of time. This is the best of the best of the best, and it's still around after these composers are long dead.
The passion musicians have for the craft is evident in every performance.
I can feel it. When I play on the lowest strings, sometimes it rattles my collarbone. It's so much a part of me.
The Amherst Symphony Orchestra plays right here at Amherst Middle School. They're practicing for their upcoming show, which is October 21st at 7 p.m. In Amherst, Rebecca Thornburg, 7 Eyewitness News.
And that is a happy beer right there.
The beer in this tank is happy because it's fermenting to create its hoppy, citrusy taste.
Yep, That's nice.
Head brewer Colin Herzog tasted Resilience IPA, a new charitable beer by the Flying Bison. Sierra Nevada, a California craft brewing company, created the Resilience IPA recipe to share with breweries across the country. The goal? To raise money for the victims of the California wildfires.
We really want to do everything that we can to support right back. People really excited about this and really invigorated by this, and also just kind of feeling like their community is coming forward for them.
And it's no shock to Herzog that 5 Buffalo brewing companies are brewing the IPA to help the California families.
People in Buffalo have real big hearts. It's definitely a city of good neighbors, and they're distant neighbors for sure, but I know a lot of people are definitely affected by the wildfires and just how quickly they came on and all the people displaced, and I think that we love beer as well, so this was kind of a no-brainer.
The Resilience IPA may look ready to drink, but it still needs a few more weeks to ferment. The Flying Bison Brewery plans to have it on sale for $5 around Christmas time. In Buffalo, Rebecca Thornburg, 7 Eyewitness News. If you graduated in May, it's been 6 months come November, and that means the grace period is over, and you gotta start paying back your student loans. The FAFSA website should be your resource and your guideline for your federal student loans. They have everything right there. You just gotta learn how to navigate through it. But how do you actually pay for them? You don't pay FAFSA directly. You actually pay a servicer that they have hired to collect your loans. To find out who your servicer is, head on over to the FAFSA website. Click on the button, How to Repay Your Loans. Once you do that, you want to scroll on down to How to Make a Payment. Listed over here are the 9 servicers that you could have. And a way to find out, just click Log In and Find Out. They will tell you exactly who your servicer is. Once you do that, that is the company you pay back. So having an open conversation with them, constantly keeping in contact with them about how to make your payments, what payments you should be making, or any questions you have really should be going to your lender, because that is the company you are directly paying back.
Make sure you keep in touch with the creditor, because there are a lot of programs they can do to ease your pain a little bit, but just ignoring it is going to get you in a lot of trouble.
The worst thing you can do is default on a loan, which means you miss a payment, because it can really hurt your credit score and you could end up paying more on your loans in the long run. For a complete breakdown of everything I just said, scroll right on down to the article below.